Hello everyone. Um, Thank you for watching. Just really thank you. I know it's a difficult time in the world, and so I'm here just to take, just to escape. Maybe just for 9 minutes. Not for very long. Um, but at least it is something. Just I yeah. All right. Let's just get to the video. Let's just get to tabs. So I can provide that. Alright, so today we're gonna talk about the Farmer faction. One of the OG factions, the second faction in the list after the tribal faction. I feel like this faction is definitely way stronger than the tribal faction. I feel like this tribal faction is horrible. Um, I mean, there's no other words for it. They are horrible. Um, but this faction, I see the use for this faction. We got a good swarm unit that deals low damage, maybe even distraction unit. I'd say better than the bard in this case. Isn't that right, Mr. Uneven Eyes? We got a decent damage dealer, swarm unit, the farmer, a hay baler, good protection, nice shield, hay, potion seller, AoE confusion effect, decent. Harvester, AoE, killing people, killing multiple guys. I guess he's okay. Wheelbarrow, the cav before we had any cav. Definitely horrible now, but still a funny unit. And the Scarecrow, the big bad boss unit, kind of like Clams, deals more damage and has a longer reload. So yeah, let's get to Le Video. So that's just a quick overview. Now we're going to start with the Halfling. I definitely think that the Halfling is an interesting unit. Maybe not very good. I'd say they're a decent distraction unit, and that's what they're going to be used for long cooldown things like a Scarecrow or like a Ballista. The Ballista maybe just wastes a shot on these Halflings instead of one of your higher more expensive units or group of units. And so now you can see that maybe they don't kill it, but it's going to allow better units that you're going to put off to the side it's going to give them the ability to kill the Ballista, so that's pretty good. They're good in that respect. The reason you don't want to put them straight behind the Halflings is because of the Pierce. If that Ballista wasn't aimed like straight down, it could have gone and killed these guys. So yeah, Halfling. Nice distraction / swarming unit. Swarming, is that a word? Farmer. I think Farmer is really good. Definitely better than their tribal equivalent, the Clubber. Clubber is one of the worst units in the game, so it's not hard to beat them, but Farmers just decimate them. They have a nice lunging attack, so they do decent damage right out of the gate, and they continue dealing it, and yeah, just swarm like bigger units with their numbers. So we put like a Jarl down. They may not be able to win, but they're going to do a lot of damage, and just do some good stuff. So yes, that's the Farmer, just a decent melee unit. Next one on our list, the Hay Baler, able to take all sorts of projectiles, including every single bullet they can take. However, bullets like the Deadeye's bullet, see, he took that, he's fine, he's still alive. I don't know where the bullet went. Let's try to slow that down before she shoots. However, sometimes I think with the higher speed bullets, they will. Dang it! Stop! Don't die! Don't die! You're ruining the thing. Oh, now he's a tiny head. There's no way he's gonna die, right? Right? The bullets will go through. All right. So here's our bullet. Dang. Okay. I don't know why he dies sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't. So I guess he's not reliable anymore. Yeah. Oh, because I think it's going through his armor and hitting his head. But if it just goes through his hay bale armor, he'll be fine. But it'll still pierce through him. And so it may hit other units in the back. So he's not as good anymore against like high velocity bullets like the Deadeye or maybe even the quick draw. Let's see. But against something like it, the ballista, he's really good. And it doesn't. Okay, so these bullets actually don't go through his armor, which is an interesting note. So, and I think the way you can tell which ones are going to go through and which ones don't is they actually have the bullet shape. If we look at the Deadeye, they actually have the bullet shape, and like the Gatling gun will as well. But this is not about the Wild West faction, this is about the Hayviller. Pretty good, has armor like the Blunderbuss, and the Cactus unit. They both have that really pretty OP armor. Or it's really good. I wouldn't say it's OP. They have their flaws, but yeah. Hayviller, decent unit. Don't expect any damage out of it, but there's that. Potion Seller, probably one of the worst units in the Farmer faction is this guy. He does like a confusion effect, which is actually pretty good. By himself, he's pretty good. But it's hard to use melee units with him because they're going to get confused as well because it's AoE. So you're going to confuse your units as well as the other units, except they're going to have more units. So eventually, like here, the units are going to get to them and hopefully not miss their swings. And then if they actually get close to him, he's going to confuse himself as well. So I like the concept of the Potion Seller, but I think he's too expensive and he's not good enough for what he is. He's pretty good on simulation maps though. I will say that. So the Harvester, kind of the tankiest unit. Not even really that tanky. It's a group clearing unit with this big scythe. He can take out multiple units most of the time. But also he doesn't have a lot of health and he has a long reload time. I think it's like 4 seconds. Yeah, it's like 3 seconds. And sometimes he'll just miss. And if they get too close, it's actually really hard for him to even use his scythe effectively. So unfortunately, not an amazing unit. And speaking of not amazing, the Wheelbarrow. Oh man, this is an interesting unit. It actually has 3 units: the Apple Thrower, the Wheelbarrow Driver, and a Farmer. And the individual units can be taken out without the Wheelbarrow being able to stop. So basically all of his damage is gone, but he's still driving it around. And let me show you one of the flaws. I guess this is with kind of every what am I trying to say? Every cav unit basically is that it's that they have horrible AI. They like to fall off a lot. And honestly, the Wheelbarrow really just isn't worth it anymore, considering that there can be like way better units like the Jouster for the same amount. Like not even that this is less, but exact same amount, or you can get like a Sword Thrower or something like that. And he's just not worth it anymore. But he was a cool unit, I guess. So the last unit is the Scarecrow. Throws out scarecrows that deal pretty good damage. Mostly, I'd say he's mostly for single target damage, like the King or something. And I'd say he's pretty good. I think he used to be better. But if you put him at like the back of an army, he'll do decently well. He has an insane cooldown, like 16 seconds or something. But he did just take down a King with 1 throw. So that's pretty good. That's pretty decent damage. Higher tier unit than him. 300 more. And you beat it with just a Scarecrow. So yeah. I'd say overall the faction's definitely maybe a B. There's some solid units in there. But not anything like amazing. Nothing mind-blowing. They're just decent. They're like farmers. So yeah. Thank you for watching. And I'll see y'all later. Adios.